Hey y'all, sorry about that. I was having a little technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? Hey y'all, sorry about that. I was having a little technical issues. We all are good, so let everyone get back over here. Um, yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to show everybody, the proof. And again, you're not allowed to have phones out when you're on the record. My phone was out. Anything you see, nothing was on the record. So I know the rules to the courthouse. There was, you know, so uh, I showed y'all the walk today. Monster Butts was back in court at 9 o'clock was the hearing. He was with Judge Nicholas Hathaway in courtroom 405. Um, and again, there was nobody, no family, nobody there, nobody. Uh, love thyself. What is not okay? But moving on. Uh, yeah. So there was no one there. So it was a little delayed because they had to get there was a who? Oh, I don't care. I don't care. Let them. They can watch me be great. They had were waiting for it was delayed because of the clerk. The lady that was typing, be typing. She'd been the same person the whole time, but now it's been a different lady. I did notice that. Um, maybe she's on vacation. I don't know. I just like to say everything that I saw. Oh, okay, red carpet vibes. Yeah. Okay. Um. So yeah, so then it was about 9:30 things got started. A couple cases went first, and then there was this is regarding case ending in 461. Um uh we know Monster Bus was in court last Wednesday, exactly 7 days ago, for a preliminary, and we know that three witnesses testified, one being, I appreciate you, red carpet vibes, one being a relative. Uh, um, in today's hearing, so officially, Monster Butts, uh, every single one of his parental rights are fully terminated. Um, he no longer has one parental right to any of the children. Like, they should have been did that, but it's official. We all know he was nothing even close to a father. Um, uh, this time, when he came in, like he didn't have a fresh haircut. He was looking pretty rugged. Like it was um, that's just my opinion though. He stood mute. Miss Quick, had to tap him on his shoulder and tell him, to so he could stand up. He did state his name. He mumbled his name. He stood mute. He entered a plea of not guilty. Um, and so another thing is yes, he had the mask on. Yes, he still had the mask on. So one thing is that so they are conjoining all the cases. They are going to put JB with MJ, JW, AD, and PB, and Miss Naziah Harris. So they are gonna be putting all those cases together, which I was kind of confused about that. But I thought, if they're why have, two separate trials, So that is a fact. They are combining JB with all the rest. Um and they will be going the judge wants to go in front before trial and talk. I don't know uh what kind of hearing that is, so I'm not going to speculate anything, but it will be the first week of February. um uh 9:30, it'll be Nicholas Hathaway. all cases coming together, and he wants to talk. They're gonna talk about it. It will be the first week of December at 9:30. Same judge. So, and then this is one thing I wanted to show you guys too. Let me take this down. I wanted to show y'all this, and I'm gonna drop the link in a second. And if y'all wanna, come up and ask me any questions, or you just wanna ask some comments, I'll let y'all. So first, let's go here. So let me see. I will show this again. You guys can see this was today. He was on the docket, 4:05. It was there will be one more hearing before February. It will be in the nothing to do. I don't know, nothing to do with picking of jury or anything like that. It's just he said he wants to look at all the cases, and uh and it will be the first week of December. They will be going in front of Judge Nicholas Hathaway at 9:30. I appreciate you, Life with JTV. I appreciate you. So yeah, the first week of December, they will be back in front of Judge Hathaway, and then again the proceedings will start to 2026, my bad. 2/23/2026. If you know he I don't know. It was said I've heard things like if he was going to take a plea that it had to be before 10/31. I never seen that in black and white though. I just heard that. I also this court date, I was kind of confused. I was kind of wondering what it was going to be about. I was, because some people were thinking it was going to be a continuance, but in my opinion, because I was there last week, it looked like it was over. It didn't look like any of the witnesses needed or had a breakdown, or so I was really confused. But it was to combined JB with all the rest. And and then in my opinion too, I'm gonna say this. This will be my fifth appearance, and excuse me. And I noticed, like the vibes and stuff like that. And like, it was just like I feel like, Miss Ripley and, the defense, Quick, and the other lady, I can't remember her name. But Miss Quick, it was just those two ladies. Riggins was not there. And it was just Miss Ripley for the state. Um, but like, it's like they're all beat. Like, I don't know what happened, or maybe, like they just, like, they're ready. I don't know. They feel that's just my opinion how they were. And then like Monster Butts, when he was walking, he was like he was like really really mopey this time. Like when he was going through the door, he like hit, like he was sluggish, and he like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like this shit, it's real crazy. And everybody's like, wow. But that's what I feel like, uh in my opinion, from what I saw, from their vibes and stuff. Just hold on one second, y'all. But yeah, What you didn't see what? Oh, okay. I'm gonna, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. I'm just moving different with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm being smooth with it now. You know, definitely moving way different again. Like today, today was so smooth. There wasn't a fall. There wasn't a trip. There wasn't a bump. There wasn't there wasn't a Kathleen or Jerlene. There wasn't, all that extra. It was so smooth. It was quiet, you know. It was really really nice. It was a real smooth day. I can say that. There's no bullshit, and that's how it should be. Yeah. Um. Da, 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 da. So then, but yeah. His parental rights are officially all gone. They've terminated each and every single one of Monster Butts' parental rights. Thank goodness. It's about time. You know, his actions terminated him anyway, so it was a wrap anyway. So I guess hats off to y'all. You know, um, so if anybody wants to come up and talk, I'm gonna drop the link for a second. Because again, I just wanna, when it comes on her name, I just want to bring the facts. I don't, with her, when her title's in the name, I just want to talk about the facts. And then that's that. And then this when her name's not in the title, we could talk about whatever. But again, JB will be combined with everybody, with again MJ, JW, AD, and Isaiah Harris. So they're all going to be combined. They're going to do the SA cases with the red rum. So I don't think it's fair. I think she deserves her own trial, in my opinion. The unalived one and then all the alive ones, together. I think that's how they should play it. But hey, we've been seeing how they've been playing things in Wayne County. So, but yeah. So, I dropped the link, and if anyone has any questions, I agree, but I gotta work up to a membership, Miss Sean. I think I've tried. You know what I'm saying? Like if anyone would like to kindly, bless me, I did. It's on the bottom of the screen. And another thing is like I've been doing this. You know, I really I haven't received anything. I haven't received $1. So I mean it doesn't really matter. But I do. This is for her. But I do understand where you're coming from, Miss Sean. Absolutely.
Hey,
Hey,
sis.
hey, Miss Sean.
Okay, I heard part of your response, and I respect your response. I do. I respect it. Um, and you're right. This is supposed to be about Naziah. Um, and on one hand, I get it, and it could stay right there. You know what I mean? But uh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna keep
No,
it to myself and
no,
let you
I
make
do
your
you do
decision.
you I am gonna I'm building my platform, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely I'm gonna maybe reach out. I've been winging this. I've been doing I've figured all this out in these couple days, all by myself, and so I'm gonna see, but I do agree, like I do but right now like I said, I have the cash app if anyone wants to kindly bless me. But I will be soon, by December, my platform will be definitely membership. It will be membershipatized or however you want to call
Well,
it.
I wasn't, my suggestion wasn't that your whole thing be membership only, just when you're dropping these kind of jewels, because everybody want to know.
Right?
You know
No,
what I'm
definitely.
saying?
I
And
think it'll definitely be on her
people,
name.
people got to pay for cable in order to watch the news. You
Amen.
know what I'm saying? But I understand you're trying to grow your channel, and then on the flip side of that, people would just send somebody 50 cent. And after six or seven people send 50 cents, one person get the membership and get all the info and spread it to everybody else. So
In my opinion too, a lot we've seen what a lot of people have been doing with the gems people have dropped, and in my opinion they've been real, it's been real messy. So and to take some reins, that's a good suggestion, and just on her name, make it membership, because again, it is gems, and people are taking stuff and running with it, even the testimony and narrative and speculation. So I 100% agree.
but
I
then
think
they'll turn
it needs to.
around. They'll turn around and accuse you of trying to profit off of Nazia's name, knowing damn well that's not why you did it. So I rescind my suggestion now that I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't do nothing right these days. People,
You're
your
damned if you
foes
do,
will.
damned if you don't.
Yeah,
So why
yes,
not
yes.
get paid, or you know what I'm saying? But no, why not? Because like I said, with on her name again, like I took my accountability on one of my lives. I did losing focus, and again, there's no that's how a lot of things are ran out here. When there's structure and discipline, there's order. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. That's just the way
Yeah,
it goes. That's the way it goes. So
yeah.
now, in order for you to get some gems, yes, it's got to be not people are putting membership only just to drag people. You know what I'm saying? People pay for that. So what's wrong with people paying for information that people are running with
Listen,
and doing dirty things with it?
let me tell you something. I have watched Ratchet TV bring in 500 in one live. You
Yeah.
know why? Because he tell them fools, I want to see. I'm not saying nothing until I get $100. I'm not saying nothing until I get $100, and they start sending it, sending it, sending it, and then he does. He drops a jewel. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But Ratchet TV ain't getting all of that. And if he is, he tell him in a minute, I don't care. Think what you want to. I got bills to pay just like people who work for CNN do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Um
like you said, damned if you don't, and damned if you do. You're trying to build your channel. I'ma shut my mouth and let you do it the way that you're comfortable to do it, Bo.
No, I appreciate that. And the thing is yes, there's a you got to build up to monetization. There, like when you start with your channel and your platform. So that's why I put the Cash App down, because
Mhm.
and then like and even until I get to monetize, I can still not say anything until a couple dings come through. You know what I'm saying? Or even a couple likes, the
That's right.
go up, or a couple the likes go up, or even if I ask to just drop some gems in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Just things
That's
like
right.
that, like, because
Like
that
right
thing,
now,
especially everything that's I've been through and the way people have drugged my
yes,
name, that's the
that's
least the least
that's
you could do
all.
is like my shit and like my shit. That's
That's
it.
all I'm talking about. Right before you went back live and fixed your technical difficulties, there was like, I don't know, I think it was 26, 36 people in the bushes and only 10 likes. That's not acceptable. And you've got to demand your respect. They ain't gotta like
Amen.
it, but they don't have to appreciate what you saying or agree with you. But you're gonna hit that like button or not get nothing at all. And I'll keep my information to myself and share it on the back end with people that do genuinely fuck with me. How about
Right.
that?
And again, there's
So
one thing with the transcripts and court dates, but again, I can tell what everybody was wearing. I could tell the demeanors. I could tell the tone. That's some good. That's insight. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, it
and
is.
and
Yes, it
and the,
is.
and the people have been very ungrateful. In my opinion, very very ungrateful with the information that a lot of people have put out here. Not just myself. I'm not speaking just on me. Um, so yeah, I think people need to be held accountable and be more appreciative.
You know when they gonna be all right, Jay? They gonna be all right when you stop trying to prove yourself to them. That's
Look,
when they're going to start hurting. They're
like
going to
look,
start hurting when your skin thickens and you really toot your little ass up to them. That's when they really going to be mad.
oh, they big man. I promise you that. And you see how I'm not bothered. You after I feel like a weight has been lifted. I feel so. Oh man, I can
That's
breathe.
good.
I feel
That's good.
great, and it's like I don't even care what it is, but whatever entity and everything was energy, my energy is back on track. We smooth over her.
That's good.
You feel me? And I don't
That's
care what
good.
anyone has to say. I'm gonna show everybody better than I could tell them.
That's
You
right.
know?
So back to the matter at hand. Repeat what you were saying about Naziable. Because I'm busy putting up groceries and stuff, but I really do want to know what you were saying and I missed it. So can you say it again, babe?
Yeah, so they're combining JB with all the rest of the cases. So I've always had a problem since the beginning with I feel like the unalive victim within the SA charges should be one case, and then all the alive SA victims should be together, but they're combining it all with Nzaya. They're going to be going back in front of Judge Nicholas Hathaway. Um the first week of December at 9:30 in the morning. The judge wants to. I'm not going to speculate. I don't know what kind of like I don't know what it is. It's not picking of the jury. The trial still starts 2/23/2026, but he will be. They will be going in front of Judge Nicholas Hathaway. The first week of December. At 9:30. To I don't know. I don't know. That's what I they didn't call it any kind of hearing or anything like that. I'm not in law school, so I don't know. But I do know they will all be in front of the judge again the first week of December, and then the trial will begin in February of 2026. And Dart Monster Butts has each and every single one of his parental rights have been officially terminated. And they are gone. He is no longer have any rights to any of his children, even though he wasn't a father, in my opinion, at all. He was a
He
dead.
wasn't. He wasn't.
But they are officially terminated. So that's a woohoo. That's in my opinion. Um,
Absolutely.
and again, there's not a soul in the courtroom, not a family member, not a cricket, not a flea, not a nothing,
Not a representative, not a nothing.
not a not a nothing, not a nothing.
Isn't that just beautiful?
Man, and then again, and I was walking, so it was so smooth and gracefully today. It was just so peaceful, not a trip, not a fall, not a stutter, not a oops, not a ah. It was a great day. It was a
Now
smooth.
what? I want to tell you in a minute, you're gonna get all kind of backlash accusing you of doing what you did for clout, accusing you of doing what you did for views and clicks. And all I want to say to them fools before they even fix their mouth to say it. So does CNN. So does MSNBC and Fox News. And they get paid millions.
And you never
So
know,
if
y'all.
she get a click and a view, that's the least she deserves for getting up out of her bed and going downtown to find out what hundreds of people could not or would not, as far as that family is concerned.
Yeah, and you guys never know. I might be a reporter, Big JJ, in the working, covering stories. This is I might have found my calling, and you never know. You never know. So again, I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna be smooth with it. And again, yeah, everyone's gonna appreciate. We're gonna start appreciating and put some respect on this little girl's name for sure.
Yeah.
Um, and
And I'm gonna
definitely
stop biting. I'm gonna stop biting, Jay. I'm gonna stop biting. I just feel passionate about people who try to bully or be ugly and nasty towards someone who didn't deserve it, or when they do own up to it, they keep trying to drag. I just don't like that kind of stuff. But you're a grown woman, and I'm gonna fall back because this ain't my channel, and I'm gonna stop biting. But I've had to speak my piece, but I think I'm done at this point. I love you, babe.
I love you for that, and you're an awesome big sister, and I say that with no hesitation. Bonds can be can grow very quickly, and I feel like I could really trust you, and I don't have to walk on eggshells around you. So thank you for that. Life
Absolutely.
life with Jade. I'm gonna let y'all know this. I don't think the court is going to be giving any more transcripts out, especially due to the fact that these are minors. In this one, the minors are still here. So and something again, I'm just gonna say this. I don't think definitely Janaya's transcripts aren't gonna be released to the public. I can tell y'all that they will not.
And they should not.
And I don't think, yeah, in my opinion, they don't. Again, it was closed for a reason. Respect to her. She's already been through so much, you guys. So in my opinion, I think it's okay. Like some things we don't need to know, if she wants to, and we got to respect that.
That's
And I
right.
do, and I do. So, I'm not mad at it. So, but I don't think they're gonna be coming out, or if they do, I really hope people that have them are very respectful with them. I just want to say that. Um, uh, but I don't think, in my opinion, that they're gonna be coming out. Um, so again, I'm gonna keep being smooth, and I know what I'm here to do. And everybody, flowers to you for everything that you've done. And remember, this is about justice. No justice, no peace. Hey, Dr. J, how you doing today? I was just giving everybody a little update. I can update you really quickly before I head on out. Monster Butts was back in court today in front of Judge Nicholas Hathaway. Here is a picture. He was on the docket right here. It was 9 a.m. Monster Butts parental rights have officially been each and every single one of them have been terminated. He has no longer any rights to any of children. Thank goodness. Um, uh, they are combining JB with the rest. So all this will be going to trial together as one. All running with Naziah, which in my opinion, from the beginning, I thought was not okay. I feel like Naziah Harris deserves her own case, her own unaliving and SA case, and then the other victims. I understand them being together, but they're running it all together. They excuse me. They will be back in court the first week of December at 9:30 in front of the same judge before the trial begins February of 2026. That's all the facts I have for this hearing. That's the facts. He was wearing his mask still. He didn't have a fresh cut. I think after last week, because again, he was just in court 7 days ago, and I'm sure that hearing it was closed to the public for a reason. I yeah, I think he's ready to give up. I know I would be. That's what it was giving. When in my opinion, his demeanor and the way he was carrying himself, and he stood mute. Miss Quick had to tap him on his shoulder and tell him to, stand up so he could state his name. And the way he stated his name, it was just like he was mumbling it. Like he was just like, the shame and guilt is definitely eating him alive, I feel like, in my opinion. And I feel like the state and the defense, what they heard is eating them alive, and they're ready, and they're ready for this to be over with their demeanor. Because again, I've watched them for this. This will be my fifth, and I've watched them interact and how they carry themselves. And again, in my opinion, I feel like they're ready for this to be over. And again, I don't know what was heard and what was said 7 days ago, but we all knew, in our opinion, or in my opinion, that it was going to break shit up and break shit open. And I think it did. So again, that's the update. Justice for Naziah, justice for Janiyah, justice for PB, justice for AD, justice for MJ, justice for JW, and justice for anyone that was ever, in the harm's way of this monster, man, because that's exactly what he is. And I'm going to leave you off on this note. Remember, every time, you guys, we are smarter than we think. We are braver than we believe. And we're stronger than we seem. I'm going to keep being smooth with it and cool with it. And y'all be smooth. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. Don't forget, hit that like button. Subscribe. It's free. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'll be back. Again, y'all be smooth with it. And I'm out.
Got a lot of cities there.
You're gonna have a dream. Might as well dream big, right?
Right.
Yeah. One half, baby. One hit. Hey, no doubt. You got it. big, dream big. Dream big, don't say what you couldn't dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big, don't hold back, you got one shot. Dream big, take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big, one life to live, live it to the fullest. Dream big, keep your motivation to make it to the top. Dream big, like the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big, cause it is what it is, let's ride with this. Dream big, let me fire up this blunt and take a moment. Think about what I'm doing, where I'm going. Am I satisfied with my life so far? I'd have to say yes, I'm not saying it wasn't hard, but I've been blessed, I must confess that I'm living my dream. Money, $1,000,000 condos and shows, fashion model hoes that blow your dick in the back to keep your nose froze. VIPs, limos on the go, forget the past, I don't know the future, yo. I stay in the moment, you can get it if you want it, so jump on that plane and take flight. Take aim, put it in your sights, have to fight to get what you like, cause you only got one ride. You don't wanna look back and say what you coulda did, you wanna know you did, so dream big. Dream big, don't say what you coulda dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big, don't hold back, you got one shot. Dream big, take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big, one life to live, live it to the fullest. Dream big, keep your motivation to make it to the top. Dream big, like the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big, cause it is what it is, let's ride with this. Dream big.
I dream big to compensate for my nightmares. I dream as if what I wish I had was right here. The weed is just to paralyze the stress I have. And yes, I have a lot of that, I'm not suggesting that I abuse Mary Jane or I'm addicted, but look at all the pain that my life has inflicted. So if I didn't smoke, there's no telling what I'd do. I'd probably end up locked up for a month or two, or they may take my life. Sometimes I hate my life, so when I'm depressed I blaze a blunt and then I write. I'd give my life just for 16 bars and pour my heart out rather than to live with these scars. So I don't live for the day, I live for the moment. And though my eyes stay low, I am focused. My dreams are so big and far from reality that I will defy greater odds than gravity.
Dream big, don't say what you couldn't dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big, don't hold back, you got one shot. Dream big, take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big, one life to live, live it to the fullest. Dream big, keep your motivation to make it to the top. Dream big, like the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big, cause it is what it is, let's ride with this. Dream big.
You got a lot of cities there.
You're gonna have a dream. Might as well dream big, right?